One of the hardest things to do is being the first to do anything in life. Being chosen to do something that no one has ever did or has ever done. I can just imagine what Joseph went through after telling his brothers and his father the dream, and for him to be thrown away because no one has ever dreamt the way he did in his family, and he was the youngest, and so no one could believe that. I can just imagine what Noah went through, having to build an ark. How do you tell people water is going to fall from the sky if they've never seen such, and that water is not just going to water the ground, but it's going to consume the whole earth? And how do you tell Mary, a young girl, a teenager, that you are about to carry a baby without being impregnated by a man? How do you tell Elijah that you're about to leave, but you're not gonna die? You're not gonna die like everybody else, but you're leaving this earth by a whirlwind. Oh my goodness. You know, we always speak about being the chosen one, but the burden of being the chosen one, telling people that you can tear down this building, but in 3 days it will rise again, speaking about resurrection that no one has ever heard of. How do you tell your family that a man just called you to follow him, and now, as Peter, you're going to leave your job of providing for your family? You're going to follow this man that, as a tax collector and a qualified accountant, you're going to leave doing these as Matthew because a man said, "Follow me." How do you tell people as young as you are, as Jeremiah, that you are called to tell people that a Babylonic system is going to take over them and all they needed to do is serve them? How do you tell people to serve an enemy and that instruction is from God? As Gideon, from the lowest family, a poor background, and you are sitting there on the rock despondent and wailing about your life, and you have to tell people that God said uproot all idols, and you are a mighty man of valor, and you are going to bring liberation in your family. Being the first to do everything is the hardest thing, and I've been facing the same thing with the current purpose God has for me. At first it was exciting, and now I'm sitting and I'm like, but God, the people I'm telling about this unlocking kingdom business, they don't really get what it's about, and it's now weighing on me. Telling people about transitioning, about the new. I'm just here to encourage the chosen ones to say, you're not crazy. You're not crazy. But it's going to take you leaving every coping mechanism you used in the past. The people pleasing has to go. The over explaining has to go. You need to be comfortable with being misunderstood. You need to be comfortable with being spoken about. You need to be comfortable with the rejections. You need to be comfortable, because ascending higher takes being comfortable with leaving everyone else behind if they have to. Your own family might reject you, might not understand you. You might be the weird one. But one day it starts raining and the whole earth is flooded by water, and only a few families in a boat. And just like that, they didn't have chance to say, man, you told us. But one day when we're before the judge, they'll say, Noah, you told us. Jesus, you told us. Peter, we now understand you. Oh, we understand you're not crazy for leaving that job. We understand that truly God spoke to you, Matthew. Here's to holistic healing, here's to holistic wellness. Let's hold on. We have made it to the other side.